Kwai on 2. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, BA. Well, it's impressive the way the Chicago Bulls have gelled on the court and their chemistry is so strong. Zach LaVine said, we have a bunch of dogs on the team, guys that will step up for each other. Nikola Vucevic said it's a strong-minded group of fighters. Brian?
Well, you need that in the East, Allie. A lot of hard-nosed teams. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Bulls, they've got Nikola Vucevic. Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan. And then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Ball in at the 1.
To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference. But ultimately, they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
Here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Goes up at the stripe. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Caruso outside. Outside LaVine. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. And Smitty, that was the story in the East last season. So many injuries.
It was, B.A., both in the regular season and in the playoffs. They had that next man up mentality. But when one of your stars goes down, there's not much you can do.
Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Caruso, pass to LaVine. Ball against Conley. And Ball with the basket on the assist by LaVine.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Now here's McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Shoot 2.
That free throw misses. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Andre Drummond is checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeRozan. The Sumu, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Beverly in for Ball. Good on the second one. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Pass to LaVine. Back to Tsumu. Beverly with it. 5 on the clock. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Outside LaVine. Sinks that one from the post.
He has length and he has athleticism. Both of those help him operate inside and beat good defenses.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The T-Wolves on top, up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
That's good from DeRozan. Smitty, what you like about this Bulls offense, they tend to take good shots.
Reason why, BA, they've got veteran scorers who are disciplined, patient. It's difficult for defenses to speed them up.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
1:19 left in the first half of this game. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Can't connect from 14.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And that one drops. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, Ball loves to get into the open court where he has space and can make decisions on the fly.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Prince. Here's Gobert. Clock at 6. To the inside, Edwards. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter. Right side, Williams. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. Now Ball releases. Edwards pulls it in. For 3, Conley. Offensive rebound. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Shoots from 12. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got his first points of the night.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top, up 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota.
The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy levels. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. They're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We've got Zach LaVine. Nikola Vucevic is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Lonzo Ball, and it's Caruso in at the 2. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. But once they lost him, things definitely changed.
The shot by Conley, no good. Chicago trailing here. Caruso, pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Alex Caruso, he can make that pass in his sleep.
Yeah, ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoff stretch.
Yeah, and unfortunately, B.A., that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from 3.
Here's Conley after the basket by Chicago. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's good for 2. Towns has gotten his third basket of the night.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Pass to Caruso. And here is Vucevic. Now here's Ball. He shoots it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Conley on the attack. And he banks in the layup.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
Towns against DeRozan. Unloads from 13. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 9.
And with the defender right on him, nice step back.
And we've reached the end of the third. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
20.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the 1. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a 3-point play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
We all know Kyle Anderson can do it all. Once he gets a little bit more consistent with his shot, watch out.
Outside Levine. Beverly right side. And there's a 3-second violation.
Timberwolves ball.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Anderson against Williams. Anderson inside. That shot missing. Levine with some nice D. Pass to DeSumo. And he can't get that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. We've got 1:08 left in the game. Here's Noel. McDaniels with it. Some solid defense from Williams. And the Bulls shooting a nice 50% for the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anderson.
Zach isn't afraid of physical contact. In fact, he loves it on the way up.
For the Bulls, Zach LaVine taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Despite facing criticism along the way, Zach LaVine's blocked out all the haters. Now he's one of the most prolific scorers in this league.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Rivers. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. Both free throws good from Levine.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Outside McDaniels. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Chicago with the ball. Here's Levine for 3. And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They grab their own miss. Ball against Conley. It falls!
Timeout. Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They trail by 4. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
Please welcome to the court.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Here's Ball. And here's Caruso outside. McDaniels with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They trail by 6. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Your thoughts, guys?
They need to answer fast.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
Right side, Levine. There's Ball with a three. Basket is good.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played.